Hello, this is Tyler Beamer from Haywood Community College. This is an instructional math video to show how to graph points on a XY coordinate plane, also known as ordered pairs. So we're going to plot some ordered pairs here. We have a XY coordinate plane here shown on the picture, and this XY coordinate plane is composed of essentially two number lines. You have the x-axis, which is the horizontal number line, where we have 0 in the middle, and then all of the integers to the right of 0 are positive. We also have negative integers to the left of 0. And then the vertical number line is what we call the y-axis. And that is a number line where 0 is in the middle, positive numbers, positive integers are above 0, negative integers are below 0. And these two number lines intersect at 0, 0, which is what we call the origin. So where the two number lines intersect is what we call the origin, and the origin is the ordered pair 0, 0. Okay, so this is a point on the XY plane. It's also an ordered pair. So let's talk about ordered pairs, and we're going to talk about how to graph those. An ordered pair consists of two numbers, hence the pair part of the term. And those two numbers is the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. So the ordered part is also important because the ordered part tells us which number goes first. So the x-coordinate is the first number, followed by the y-coordinate, which is the second number in the ordered pair. The x-coordinate gives us the horizontal location of the point, because remember the x-axis is the horizontal number line, so that tells us where the point is horizontally in this plane. The y-coordinate tells us the vertical location of the point. So remember that the y-axis was the vertical number line, so that tells us where our point is going to be vertically on this plane. Okay, so with the combination of those two pieces of information, we can essentially find exactly where that point's going to lie on this XY coordinate plane. So let's graph some points here. Let's start out with the ordered pair 2, negative 3. So the first number, once again, tells us the x-coordinate, and the second number tells us the y-coordinate. So let's start with the x. All right, so we know that we're looking for 2 on the x-axis. So here is 2 on the x-axis. Okay, and then we're looking for negative 3 on the y-axis, and the y-axis is the vertical one, so we find negative 3. And then essentially we go down from the x-axis at 2, and we go over from the y-axis at negative 3, and then where those two come together is where the point's going to lie. So that's our point in the coordinate plane. This is the point 2, negative 3. Right? So this point lies at positive 2 on the x-axis. That gives us our horizontal location. It lies at negative 3 on the y-axis. That gives us our vertical location. So the combination of those two pieces of information allow us to determine where that point lies on this coordinate plane. Okay. So let's emphasize the ordered pair part of this. Right? So we said that the order of those numbers matter. Let's change the order. So let's actually do -3, 2, and let's plot that ordered pair, and let's just see the difference. So -3 is now the x-coordinate, and +2 is now the y-coordinate. So let's start by finding -3 on the x-axis. So -3 is going to be here. Okay. And then we want to find 2 on the y-axis, which is located here. So then once again, we come from the x, over from the y, and then where those two meet is where the point lies. So then this would be the point -3, 2. So as you can see, those are two completely different points if I change the order in which that ordered pair is written. So the ordering is really, really important in terms of locating where those points lie on the x and y coordinate plane. Okay. So that gives us some information on how to plot points and coordinates. So let's zoom out here and let's take a look at the full XY coordinate plane. All right, so if you can see, essentially when we intersect those two number lines, we break this XY coordinate plane into 4 regions. We have a region here, 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 and here. All right, so this region in this upper right hand area, that's what we call quadrant 1. Okay. Every point in quadrant 1 is going to have a positive x-axis or x-coordinate and a positive y-coordinate. Okay. So if I wanted to plot, say, the point 4, 5, right? I would find 4 on the x-axis, 5 on the y-axis. Where those two come together would be my point. So this is another example of an ordered pair, 4, 5. Right? And because both coordinates are positive, we know that that point's going to lie in quadrant 1. Okay. If we go counterclockwise, we go to the next quadrant. This is what we call quadrant 2. Ordered pairs in quadrant 2 are going to have a negative x-coordinate and a positive y-coordinate. So an example of that would be the point that we've already plotted, -3, 2. Right? We can see that has a negative x-coordinate and a positive y-coordinate. So because of that, we know that any point following the signs of these coordinates is going to fall in quadrant 2. Okay. If we continue to go counterclockwise, that will put us in quadrant 3. Ordered pairs in quadrant 3 are going to have a negative x-coordinate and a negative y-coordinate. So let's say we wanted to plot the point -8, -6. So here's -8 on the x-axis. Here's -6 on the y-axis. So we come down and over where those two intersect allows us to find the location of that point. Notice that this XY coordinate plane has grids on it, right? It's gridded, so it makes it really nice and easy for me to find the location because I can follow these grid lines to plot the point. And then if I scoot over here to the lower right hand quadrant, that puts me at quadrant 4. And ordered pairs in quadrant 4 are going to have a positive x coordinate and a negative y coordinate. And of course we already have an example here. We plotted 2 comma negative 3, so that's 2 on the x, negative 3 on the y, and where they come together gives us the location of that point. Okay, so if we zoom out here, we can see all 4 of those quadrants together, forming our XY coordinate plane. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful in helping you to plot ordered pairs on an XY coordinate plane. Thank you and have a great day.